key element to retiring comfortably is creating a successful budget while you are in your income earning years. So what is a budget? A budget is essentially tracking how you spend your money each month and how you're able to save. So what benefits come from a good budget is you're able to go on trips, create renovations in your house, or just have some security for the future. A very important component is avoiding overspending. Now, age is obviously a big factor. If you're in your retirement years, it's not going to be as important, but as you approach retirement, you need to make sure you're putting enough money into savings, investments, and avoiding significant debt. So there are very serious threats when you are tracking your money. You don't want to go overspend. You don't want to damage your credit score. You don't want to not achieve your goals, your financial goals and objectives. And you also just don't want to get into more debt. Creating a budget can help avoid all of this and truly help you get to those retirement earning years. So one important component of budgeting is what's called SMART goals. Be specific, be measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So everything has to be rational when you're making a budget and trying to avoid wishful thinking. So thinking about the SMART goals, we can have an example is I want to go on a trip in 2 years. So that's two components of it. I need to save $15,000 to get to the North Pole. I have to do so, but I don't want to take from my investments. I don't want to create a new line of credit or Visa bill. So what should I save each month to achieve this? Be rational and avoid wishful thinking. So where is the money coming from? It's coming from your income, from jobs, rental properties, potentially your investments, pensions, and things like that. You have to track and categorize each component of how you create a successful budget. So what is going in and what is going out? And what is going out can be categorized as discretionary or non-discretionary. Discretionary meaning I'm going to avoid going out for dinner 5 times a week or get that big Amazon bill that you've been craving. Non-discretionary is your mortgage, is certain debt that you're paying off, or it might even be certain contributions you're making to your investments. So when you're creating your budget after going through those different components, you have to find the best method that works for you. And that might be, it's an app, it's an Excel document, it's a Word document, it's something on your phone, but you have to find the best thing that suits your abilities. And extremely important, you have to commit to it. So commit to tracking, commit to monitoring and adjusting your budget, and how you use that certain spreadsheet or app is going to be very important. And that is what's going to be the difference between committing to a budget over the long term and potentially avoiding the shortfalls as you approach retirement. One interesting thing is some banks even have a savings account where it automatically takes money out of your main bank account and puts it into a savings account. Then you can use that money and push it to your investments or something like that for longer term goals, or that short-term renovation or trip that you want to go on. So what are some management strategies around budgeting? And specifically debt management is try to avoid anything with large interest payments. If you know that you're not going to be able to pay off the debt before the interest payment, try and avoid something like a Visa or a credit card that has 20% interest rates and close to that. Maybe use other debt managing practices like lines of credit or anything along those lines to help pay off your debt and avoid significantly high interest rates that can really eat away on your investments or your saving rates. So tips for successful budgeting: staying disciplined and motivated, having the right tool that you can use to track and monitor your budget, and just making sure you're diligent enough to follow through with everything and avoid those shortfalls that can potentially happen from not having a successful budget as you approach retirement.